Hello, welcome to another episode of Raptor Chain Reaction. My name is Paul Mills from Raptorium Core, and here we have Hunter Schultz, who is the head of production for Raptorium. And today we're talking about video production and how you can generate funds through it through blockchain. And as you know, we are from Raptorium, so we are building an ecosystem to allow people to do these kind of things. Is that right, Hunter?
Yep. It's basically the concept here is crowdfunding, a different way of doing crowdfunding. And also we'll touch on protecting the things that you create using math and blockchain. Blockchain is basically math. And there's some unique qualities to it that help you prove authorship, especially if you become more successful. That is an issue. So more people try stealing your content. Ask Taylor Swift, ask whomever. So, Paul,
Yeah.
over to you.
I think we should start with what Raptorium is. So Raptorium, it's like a digital currency like Bitcoin, but it's got extra abilities that it can do. And this, you can make digital items that you can trade or that you can give away. So you can create digital tokens, and they are special tokens on the Raptorium system that stand for something valuable, like a piece of your project or a special reward for your supporters or something like that. So when you are interested in crowdfunding for a video project, there are some things that you could consider if you wish to use blockchain as a vehicle to get that done. You know, one of the main things really is you should set your goals, like explain what the video is about, who is it for, and also how much money that you need for that video. So a little bit like a business plan, but for your video. It's just so other people can understand what you require and where you're heading. You should also think about what people get for helping you out. You know, people are happy to help out in various ways, but a lot of people want to see um, something back from it, like maybe early access to the video that you're creating, or behind the scenes content, or other perks like that, maybe special social media uh, tickets to events or things like that. And all this can be helped by the Raptorium assets. You can actually use Raptorium tokens for fundraising. So you can create a unique Raptorium token that represents membership to your project that you're working on or that you aim to work on. When people support you with Raptorium coins, they can get these tokens that represent something else, such as what we've just talked about.
Would you describe a token as kind of like a gift card or how else would you describe a token for those playing the home game?
Well, I would trust a token more than a gift card, uh, because
Okay, but
because a token is similar to a gift card in the fact that it has some sort of value on there, but it's a lot more interesting and malleable than a gift card in that there's a lot more things that can be attached to it, and it's a lot more secure than a gift card because gift cards can be cloned at any part of the manufacturing process, whereas a token, once it's created, it cannot be cloned, or you know, or any fraudulent activity can be attached to it as long as the wallet is secure that has created it. So that's, you know, one of the main differences between the two. Um,
And there you are. No, I'm kidding.
So another thing is you can decide on the token benefits. Decide what people can do with these tokens. Maybe they can use them to vote on project decisions for the video creation, or they can, as we mentioned, just get early content, or if the video is, you know, a cooperative, everyone could get share of the profits from the video through the token, because the token would be connected to the wallet address that owns it, and the rewards could be paid back in Raptorium coins or any other asset that's on the Raptorium network. So one of the main things is you would need to set up your fundraising. So you would create a website or incorporate fundraising onto the current website that you have, where people could send RTM and get your tokens in return. And this makes it easy for people to back your project. You can also use an existing platform, and there's many platforms out there. You don't need to use dollars or any other currency. You can choose any currency that you require, and you update it on that platform. So you can use it to handle, you know, donations and also token distribution if you connect it to your wallet, your Raptorium wallet. If you are an avid social media person, you must then get the word out, share with your communities, talk about your projects on social media and how you are doing it through blockchain for the right reasons, you know, and also get in the Raptorium community to also find people who are willing to work with you. I'm sure there's plenty of people that will be willing to work with you on this. Another thing is keeping people informed. You know, update your supporters through your project's progress, and this can be done either on social media or through those updatable tokens that you have sent people who have donated to the you know, the production of your video. So there's various ways to update people, and regular communication can help you build a strong relationship with your backers, and that is key for not only producing this video, but it's key for also getting those people interested for producing future videos.
Good.
It's important to handle the money or the assets that you have received, be it RTM or tokens, safely, and make your video. You know, make sure that the Raptorium you received is stored securely, so you must put a password on your wallet, and you know, use reliable methods to keep it safe from hackers. So make sure you've got a valid antivirus and spyware check on your computer. Then make and deliver your video. You can use the funds to create your video and ensure that you provide the content and the rewards you promise to your supporters to keep the engagement rolling. Another thing to consider as well is the rules in your country, and also the countries that your supporters are from. So you must deliver your crowdfunding in a way that satisfies those rules. There's you know, there may be local laws in your country about raising money and also using cryptocurrency, so double check that. You must keep a tally of your contributors, and keep a tally of what they can expect and what you're promising in return for them helping the project succeed. I think by using Raptorium, you can raise your money for your video in a way that connects you directly with your audience, and it gives them a piece of like the action, allowing them to be more involved in your creative process, and also respecting you for doing it in a way that people can really trust. Um, because you've probably seen in the world, there's a lot of theft that goes on these days in terms of fundraising vehicles, especially on like oh, what's that site, Hunter, where they donate for causes. You know, and
Oh, goodness. There are quite a
people
few.
yeah, people put like a cause on there and they donate to, I can't remember now, but
GoFundMe
GoFundMe, that's
is
it.
one. Yeah, GoFundMe.
GoFundMe. And there's a lot of question marks around platforms like that at the moment, because people are just creating GoFundMe's out of thin air and not actually delivering on the job. And I think this is where a blockchain environment can actually shine, because you can follow the process from start to finish. There's no fraudulent things that can happen, because the transactions are traceable on the blockchain, so you can clearly see what where they've gone, and what assets have been received for what has been sent. And I think it's a I think it's a more, as more and more people understand blockchain, I think they'll understand um, the actual security is a lot more beneficial than websites such as GoFundMe.
You're touching on security. There's something else that creators have an issue as they become more successful, and that is the content that they create. I just saw a video yesterday, I think it was, a fellow who has a music channel talking about music said someone has stolen basically all his content and
Okay.
is using it without his permission. And if you're going to write an ISP, for instance, and say this is my content, um, you stand a much better chance of the ISP saying, well, where's the proof? Well, the proof is on the blockchain, and that's just math.
Hmm.
Here's the date and the time it was created, even before it was put on YouTube or Rumble or TikTok or Instagram.
Yeah.
So you have an even better uh, proof that this was done, short of actually doing a copyright doing a copyright within your country. You have a much cheaper way of doing it, and to show this is what we've done. Here's the original idea. It's on the blockchain. We have the proof, and date and time, and it's math. That's all it is. There's no clerk there who's changing stuff around or anything like that.
Exactly.
So
And that's something that
um,
can stand in court as well, if it ever
yes,
came to that.
yeah, it's an excellent, and I do think it won't take long for, I'll dare say it, at least Bitcoin and Raptorium anyway, to be admissible in courts of law as, yeah, this is when it was done. Because it is better than even the Copyright Office, because it's done before you even send it to the Copyright Office.
Yeah.
Here's when it was actually created, boom. And that's a big deal for a lot of people. And as you become more successful, it will become more important to protect your IP, your intellectual property. And this is one way of doing it. And it's not that expensive to do. This is the wave of the future for protecting IP, and also things like car titles, except you have to use the right blockchain.
Yeah.
This is going to be a recurring theme, I know, for us. We did a show on California DMV. You can look up on the playlist what not to do with blockchain. It's there. The blockchain itself becomes extremely important, what it's capable of. And the best way of saying with Raptorium is that it is the encryption of the blockchain itself that protects the asset, not a layer above. And that's a whole technical thing. We don't need to get into it. But what you're really looking for is exactly what I just said. It's got to be on what's called the protocol layer, but the blockchain itself. And you're basically talking Raptorium. And there you are.
Absolutely. And there we are.
Oh, we're not done yet. Are we not? Are we done yet?
I don't know. Are we done? Have you got any more questions?
No, I don't have any more questions. I'm excited about the possibilities for creators of all kinds. There's so much here that I think hopefully we have motivated you to start investigating. And if you think, hey, you know what, I got a good combination here. I've got great content. It's different. My audience thinks so. It's growing, but I'm wondering how I can use blockchain and especially the Raptorium ecosystem long term, because it's pretty extensive. Then you can leave a link in the comments below. Let us take a look, and if we like something, we may give you a shout and say, you know what, we like what we see. Let's see what we can do. Let's work together. We know we can do it. We're already doing it for an Instagrammer. More to come on that.
Yeah, so you can leave us a comment below if you are a YouTuber and you're interested in getting involved with what we've just talked about. You can also email us at info@raptorium.com or email me at binary@raptorium.com. That's BINARAI. Or you can message is it Hunter at Raptorium? HNS@raptorium.com.
Yeah.
Send us a message on the Discord as well, or message us on Telegram, and we'll help you get involved. We also do have a Discord server just for people like you, and it'd be great for you to meet some of the people who are really further in the Raptorium ecosystem, and that can really help you do what you need to do and satisfy your ideas. So join us and let's build together. Thank you.
And there you are.
And there we are. Big thank you for everyone that's tuned in for this week's episode of Raptor Chain Reaction. Don't forget to follow us at Raptorium on X, on Instagram, at Threads. We're also on TikTok, that's at Official Raptorium. And give this video a like at the bottom. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And subscribe to our amazing channel to be kept up to date with any more Raptor Chain Reaction videos, billion-dollar ideas, Raptorium guides, CryptoSmith videos, or even the weekly updates, which you'll see on Sunday. So please do that. Again, it's been an absolute pleasure. I have been Paul Mills. You have been Hunter Schultz. And we will be back next week, same time, same place, with another Raptor Chain Reaction video for you all. Thanks again. Bye bye.
Thank you.